is CBS 47 Action News Jax at 11. Local coverage you can count on.
Tonight, police say they are looking for the suspect in that shooting. I'm Russell Colburn. Action News Jax, Beth Rousseau is live in the newsroom. Beth, deputies say the suspect and his brother placed a knife near the victim's body. Right now, 3 people are recovering after shots rang out at a family gathering. This was the scene outside of the Kings Ridge Apartments in the Durkeeville neighborhood. An Action News Jax investigation has revealed why the Central Park of Jacksonville can't stay afloat. More than 74,000 people cast their ballots early, which is a 12% voter turnout. So you didn't win the jackpot in last night's Powerball, and obviously we're sitting here, so neither did we.
Russell, he's back. We're talking about quarterback Blake Bortles, who was under center as the Jags rallied back to beat the Miami Dolphins.
And I am so happy about this as a UCF alum especially. Action Sports Jax Brent Martineau joins us live this morning. Brent, Bortles played like the Bortles we've all heard about, the boat, as some would say. We have a beautiful Saturday in store. We have March Madness continuing at the arena. So let's bring in Action News Jax First Alert meteorologist Deborah Alberto. What a perfect day for some activities outside before the games. A little chilly out there right now, though. Thank you so much for joining us on Action News Jax this morning. Now enjoy all the basketball coming up on CBS 47 as March Madness continues. Got to give them a shout out. Go UCF, beat Duke. Do it. Let's do it, boys. And they are going through, these are private citizens rescuing people. We're backing into this person's home right now. These people just asked us for help. Ma'am, are you okay? And she's got a bag, and she's coming with us. I'm going to step away so we can help her up real quick, okay?
Take this, please.
Okay, we're live on Action News Jax, ma'am. I'm Colburn. Can you tell us what you've been going through? Come sit here.
Total shock.
We're as close to the river as we've been. You can see the wind pelting me here. Look at this. This looks like the Atlantic Ocean. Look at those waves crashing in. You can't tell where the river ends and the street begins. Look at that door ripped off, and look at all that water that's going in there.
There are 2 hospitals, Russell, probably as the crow flies, less than a mile from here, right? Have one of them, I'm told, was evacuated, right?
Yeah, we understand that St. Vincent's Hospital evacuated some of its critical patients earlier this morning, and that was the right call, and they did it at the right time. That blue Kia started losing control about back here, and you can actually see the skid marks in the road. We're starting out here on Hood Landing because I want to show you all the people that live in this neighborhood that are just sitting in their cars waiting for this to all unfold. And over here we can show you police blocking off this neighborhood. This is the Clearwater Creek neighborhood. And if we come over here, we're able to show you live the SWAT apparatus, the Bearcat that they just put out. And they're trying to get a man out of a home. They're trying to figure out exactly what's going down over there. We have a tragedy. We have 3 people shot, 1 dead, but no information on suspects yet. 1 person lost their life here at what was supposed to be a football game, a gathering of young people and fans and families and everything that we love about this city. So it's disappointing for them, and that's why they wanted to have that message to share with all of you.
Russell, they're really shaken over this. We're talking about a little girl here.
Oh, yeah. Neighbors in this area just distraught. People keep walking up to us, asking us what happened. And when we tell them 12 hours has gone by, they're just asking for prayers and really concerned. And we're in the area of 8th Avenue and Torres Street right now. And you can see JFRD and JSO gathering. And tonight we're joining you from the Orange Park station of the Clay County Sheriff's Office. And take a look at this. It actually shares a fence with this property on Aurora Boulevard. Kyle's going to send you right up and over. This is where they say McGee actually targeted people. I started this stopwatch right about the time we began this story. You can see it's right at about 2 minutes now. That's about the same delay Clay County deputies have right now responding to certain high priority calls. And the fear for families here is that that could be the difference between neutralizing a threat and not.
The Jaguars will still play their annual game in London this year.
Action News Jax Russell Colburn picks up our team coverage now from London. Russell, you spoke with people who are talking about this failed purchase.
Yeah, it's the talk of the town out here, and it's easy to understand why. What a beautiful setting and venue this is. The first team offense, 3 for 3 on 3rd down and go down the field. 7 minutes, opening drive to take the lead, 7-0. Impressive stuff from Blake Bortles in that first team offense. I'm going to bring in my man Richmond, who probably has the shirt of the night. You're actually a lifelong Falcons fan and Jags fan, right? Yeah. So you really hate the Patriots. John, tonight we're joining you from beautiful Boston Commons, still all lit up for the holidays. And I got to tell you, it's much warmer here.
This is what identity theft is like. Your information being passed around, you don't know where it will end up. You notice I have a Florida ID. People in Florida may be especially concerned to learn the FTC ranked Florida #1 for fraud and #2 for identity theft last year. The thieves add an extra letter or number to the email address, something you might not notice. I've written mine right here. Can you spot the problem? See, I've added an extra L, but that might blend in just enough for you to think I'm emailing you. The two men were driving in an older model convertible here near 30th and Myrtle when for some reason one of the men tossed the rifle out the window. Despite St. Johns County deputies saying 18-year-old Cameron McGauley confessed to his charges, he was less talkative when I caught up with him Monday. Are they true?
I'm not talking.
Did you take pictures of these girls, or how did that go? Sir? Sir, this is your chance. If they have it wrong, let us know.
An Action News Jax investigation exposed Florida's new system for tracking high school concussions is broken. Now, a year later, the number of concussions suffered by athletes in Jacksonville has doubled.
Action News Jax investigator Russell Colburn uncovered the program meant to help protect local student athletes may have been abandoned altogether.
How are you? Good. Just wondering if we can get some questions answered about reporting of concussion data at the state level.
What are you talking about?
That's Andy Childs, president of the Florida High School Athletic Association Board. He was on the board 2 years ago when it began requiring Florida schools to report the number of concussions. In 2017, our investigation exposed that tracking system was broken. A representative admitting in an email some of their data appears to be inaccurate. A year later, we went back for answers.
For the last month, we've been emailing, trying to get updated numbers, and we were told that you had no information to provide, so we just came here to try to get some information.
Yeah, I'm not the guy to see for that.
So he sent us to FHSAA spokesman Kyle Niblett.
Can you just tell us, is the program still in existence? We're just asking for the data of the numbers being reported that were supposed to have been reported last year from the high schools to you guys.
Yes, sir. And like I said, what we sent you on August 22nd is where we're at right now.
But what you sent us was there's no information to provide. I mean, surely you have the data that you've been collecting.
What we said in the email on August 22nd, there's no information to provide.
I mean, did you shelve the program? I mean,
what we said on August 22nd is there's no other information to provide.
And that's it?
That's it.
You don't think you owe parents an explanation? They may be concerned about safety?
On August 22nd is there's no information to provide.
I mean, that was clearly a stonewall.
A response that frustrates Father Mike Johnson and his son Derek.
To me, that's not acceptable. That kind of an answer, you know, they owe more than that.
Derek suffered several concussions when he played for Creekside High School. 6 years later, his headaches and depression continue.
You have to at least have the data before you can even start talking about, you know, whether your efforts to reduce concussions are effective.
We took our findings to Dr. Daniel Cantor, who chaired the FHSAA committee, which established the guidelines for reporting sports-related concussions.
I think this program is important. I think it helps us understand how many concussions are happening, or at least how many concussions are being reported.
But he couldn't answer our biggest question.
I'm not aware whether the program exists still or not.
Dr. Richard Lance Snyder is a sports medicine and concussions expert at Memorial Hospital. He agrees accurate concussion data can only serve to help protect athletes.
We're only going to gain knowledge and be able to help the safety of our children if we have that knowledge and we have those numbers.
In the last school year, the number of high school concussions in Jacksonville grew from 39 to 67. The latest numbers given to us by Duval County Public Schools show every school reported at least one concussion. The year before, 9 schools reported there were none.
Concussions was a huge part of my high school life, and because of that, I didn't get to do things I wanted to do in high school.
Derek is now 22. He's starting a new job, but still lives with the effects of his playing days.
He still has the high blood pressure that stayed with him.
This family worries without an accurate system to track concussions and draw conclusions, more athletes will suffer like Derek long term. Russell Colburn, CBS 47 Action News, Jax.
And just this morning, we spoke again with the neurologist who helped to create the program. He tells us that even he can't get the FHSAA to say if the concussion program still exists.